the month have a lot of outstanding payments, and this make them less credible on the market, as there are a lot of rejections to grant loans both to businesses and individuals, as the pandemic created this uncertainty, and it is so these businesses are in quite challenging situations, and they get refusals from the bank to provide grants, which complicates these situations even further. And moreover, we often see that both entrepreneurs and individuals have no knowledge about digital evolution of the economy and finance. And this is what we do. We shift to the new economy, digital economy, and quite often people we meet know nothing about this. There are very few people who know something about such phenomena as cryptocurrency, tokens, and in addition to that, very few people know about the legislation. And in some countries, this legislation is not available, and therefore this knowledge learning and exchange is the fundamental thing in our today's modern world for those people who take advantage of digital guarantees and those who provide this service. Next slide, please. And here, let's have a look at those requirements the financial organizations have for a person to get a bank guarantee or the installments or some borrowings. And here you see only a part of the list of those documents that are requested, and this is only the basic package of the document requested, and there are 3 slides about all these requirements. Next slide, please. So those documents that are required to be filed to the financial institutions, you see a list of the documents requested from businesses and private individuals, and they have to prepare these documents by investing their time, money, and quite often it may happen that they cannot submit these documents. Next slide. And here you see the most troublesome document for the companies, and that is the income statement or the income statement of a business. That is the declaration about the taxable income. And now let's have a look what we offer by means of digital guarantees, which characteristics there are to take advantage of all this. And you see that it gets simpler. The digital guarantee takes into account only the following: your history of ownership of tokens. We do not evaluate the history or the records, the previous records of the company, but we assess the ownership of the specific asset token. So we focus the token ownership and the percentage that could be used as a guarantee. And we are waiting for our tokens to be listed on CoinMarketCap to provide this formal document confirming the listing on CoinMarketCap. And I know that most of you have both CRU and World CRU tokens, including USDU, and therefore don't be actually concerned with the price of our token today, but think of the value of our core token, World CRU. and the substantial property or asset we have. And here, digital guarantees may work and help us in different spheres of our life. Well, it's another very important slide which you must remember and look at it carefully, study it thoroughly, as it explains why our World CRU token is a reliable instrument or tool to invest, as this is the real, tangible, securitized token asset. And I don't want to tell you how much we may earn, but our global investment portfolio, which before was 12 million, whereas now, under the appraisal, it is over 80 million, and the overall value exceeds 500 million, according to the appraisal carried out by the international company that was our asset appraiser. And when the pandemic stops, when all our projects start working with full capacity, our global investment portfolio will be of 11 billion US dollars worth, and this is the valuation amount by one of the asset appraisers, lead asset appraisers on the market. There could be some other surprises, but we are hopeful that in 2022 there are only positive surprises to expect. And now let's have a look why digital guarantee is active and what do I mean by this word active. So here I'd like to discuss with you staking and what is staking. Staking is our asset, which is the income which is guaranteed by the deposit account where you deposit your tokens. And I request the specific service and the organization or my supplier will give me a chance to earn a guarantee, and these tokens are in the deposit account, and in addition to being used as a collateral, as a confirmation that I will pay out either to supplier or to the financial institution anything due, but at the same time, the tokens that are staked in my deposit account generate some dividends, additional tokens, and this percentage in technical tokens, which are called UNTBs, and the issued tokens and dividends could be used, could be issued to our counterparty, a financial institution or a supplier, and in addition to that, our assets increase in value. And of course, when you freeze your capital in real money, this capital is devaluated, but not growing as in case of staking. And here are the conditions and those services you may benefit from that will be available to all those people in our community who join this project. And here you don't need the documents anymore that will confirm and prove your solvency, whereas thanks to digital guarantees, we will be able to pay for our bills, sign rental agreements for cars, machinery, and fixed assets. And you know, today, not always the company buys some machines to be used for 2 months in a year. So now there is a different trend. Quite often, the company leases the machines, use these machines for 2 months, for instance, to fulfill the contract, and then give these machines back. And in addition to that, we may rent industrial premises such as warehouses and etc. In addition to that, we may buy goods and services. And in Italy, by the way, we already have these companies, these stores and shops ready to accept payments in our tokens. And we can get loans and extend subsidies and guarantees in favor of third parties, and all this will be available quite soon. We started quite recently working with microloans, and starting from 2022, we will grant the first microloans to those people who need small amounts of borrowings. And this is only the beginning, but this is the substantial beginning. Okay, what do digital guarantees offer? NDE offers to all those people who would like to join us training in digital technologies. All the trainings are divided into 6 licenses called M, A, B, C, D, E. The first 2, M and A, they are the training courses designed for private individuals, whereas the last 4, B, C, D, E, are the training educational courses designed and adjusted and adapted to the space and activities of businesses, and therefore they are broken down into different educational courses so that each business may get the training course which is relevant for its area of expertise. In addition to that, we may create automatic guarantees on blockchain, smart contracts between individuals with companies, or other individuals and companies with banks and financial institutions. So there are different modalities which could be implemented by signing a smart contract. And many people are asking, when can we start signing smart contracts? Now, I'm going to share this news with you, and right now, smart contracts, you know, we promised that by the end of the year, 12 smart contracts will be prepared, but we don't have 12, we have 24 actually. I would like to tell you that we have 24, but actually to date, we have 36 ready-made contracts prepared. And tomorrow, by the way, and everyone says this, that Friday the 7th, for Italy, this is a lucky day. And tomorrow, by the way, we will sign 36 smart contracts online, real time, and everything is ready. We don't need anything extra. What we are short of is the people who will enter into or conclude the smart contracts. Here you may see how smart contracts works. This is your interface in smartphone or the tablet or laptop. Anytime convenient, you may conclude a smart contract, and no matter whether you conclude it with a supplier who's sitting in front of his laptop, we may fill out the relevant data anytime convenient. The supplier may make some changes afterwards or immediately accept your terms and conditions, and the moment when you click your final OK consent, you and your supplier, your counterparty, are tied by the contractual relations. No lengthy negotiations. It can be done in a few minutes. And our motto says that digital guarantees could be provided through one click. And where do we go? And what is our development plan? Here, we must reflect on the following. If you know the development plan, not NEEW, but Evorich and our entire community, we would like to come that in our philosophy and in our community, there will be 15% of the global population. Now on our blockchain, we have over 900,000 wallets, and most of them are waiting. And what we expect to do in 2022, we'd like to knock the doors of at least 50% of those clients that already use our blockchain. Therefore, at least 450,000 users will be able to sign smart contracts and use digital guarantees. So this is our goal. In addition to that, we want that the number of our companies that are our users will, over the next 8 years until 2030, increase by 10 million. Therefore, I'd like to count on each of you, and we would like different companies to participate in this project. We need everything, not only the services, but some tangible products, goods, and those companies that may produce something, and those that may use digital guarantees both to work offline and online. And we already have an agreement with some companies that they will use digital guarantees in part and their tokens in part to pay for the services. And the conditions to get digital guarantees set by financial institutions, and there are some conditions, they are quite fair. Therefore, we need to work a little bit more, and the key 3 steps to take, there was a long list, but most requirements are met. So the condition is that our token is to be listed on at least 2-3 primary exchanges. We must be listed on coin market cap so that they can easily control the performance of our token. And we must have to monitor the interest and demand from the investors for our token. And in April, starting from April, World CIU will be public and it will be sold. For the time being, it is sold in our internal market, but 100 days after, literally, the revolution will happen. And therefore, I recommend all of you to buy tokens and don't miss out this opportunity, as the price is incredible. And the last condition set by the financial institutions, even though these banks are not available in all the countries, but they offer the following terms and conditions, and that is that the market has 3-month active market and 15,000 users in each country. and it's quite a small number of people that will enable us to bring banks to all the countries. And we will have 450,000 users, licensed users with licenses. So I think that it will be quite simple to have at least 15,000 users in each country. Well, which instruments are we offering and who are we offering them for? First of all, we offer them to you and the entire community, all those people who would like to share this information with the businesses, telling them that we have this great project. First of all, we provide information, including webinars, videos, video presentations. We have 2 websites where you will find answers to frequently asked questions. We've developed different trainings. The first training course is for a digital seller. If this is the first time you attend such a webinar, you may ask me a question: who a digital seller is? I will tell you, he is a person with a qualification to sell our products. In addition to that, we offer training courses to get licenses, and it is based on artificial intelligence, and you may watch these courses as many times as you want, and you may get all the information about the digital world. And these courses include a lot of information, a lot of relevant materials that will help you to be aware of the latest trends, of the latest events. We also offer a platform for smart contracts on the crypto unit blockchain. A few slides before, I told you that smart contracts are already ready, synchronized with our blockchain, and they are needed to have some contractual relations between the parties of the contract. So they are private individuals or businesses, and the tokens will be frozen on blockchain. And we started our promotions, Promo 90 and Promo 200 in particular. They are very important, as we know that companies today suffer from difficulties, and we decided to offer them a discount for our educational training. And this educational training will allow them to get into our registry of businesses. And when we start this promotion, any company may get a huge discount of 90% and become a member of our community and use great products, as well as boost the sales, the volumes, and get a guarantee, the guarantee that your goods or services will be eventually paid. Next slide.
Cosa abbiamo fatto fino alla
What else did we do? Here, I'd like to tell you about the work we did until the 28th of October. Quite soon, this information will be updated, as December is coming to its end, and next year in January, I will share the updated information with you. But anyway, we made presentations available in 12 languages. It means that you may show this project to any partner from any country. We have the M license course, which is available in 9 languages, A license course available in 6 languages, and the well-known educational course for digital sellers available in 4 languages: Italian, Russian, Spanish, English. So this course will help you promote this product. Well, you see that the progress of the project, as of the 28th of October, the design is 100% ready, graphics is 100% ready, and the implementation stage is 80% complete. And starting from next week, we will present the smart contracts to our first digital sellers, how to complete these contracts and how to work with them. There will be an online training. Therefore, dear friends, we are ready and we simply need to start our work and understand how we may use this great tool. Let's move on meanwhile. And as I told you before, let's have a look and discuss what a license is. M license, which costs 100 units or $100 US, as the internal currency in our community is unit. And this license is used in the community to rent, lease, or buy goods and services from the supplier company and rent premises between individuals. This license does not allow us to go to a bank to get a loan. So license M is for people or families that don't need loans or mortgages. They simply need to enter into different contracts to buy goods or services. And the possible examples of these goods and services are available in this slide. And now let's have a look what is license A about. So its price is 400 units or $400. And before we change this slide, I'd like to tell you what license A offers. The same what license M offers, but here you may also buy cars, houses, and different goods, as well as get loans from banks or financial institutions. And if in future you need these services, therefore, we advise you to buy, in this case, license A. And as I said before, we took a step forward and offer companies a 90% discount, and we believe that we must launch a promotion for private individuals. Those who buy license A, the current price of which is 400 units, but when you buy this license, you will input promo code, which is digital, and you will get a 50% discount. So therefore, license A will cost you only $200. If you don't have this license yet, be in a hurry, because in 2020 it will not cost even 400. It will cost much more expensive. Make yourself a present for Christmas and buy license A. And here a few words about those professionals, new professionals that are needed by our project. The first one is a signaler or informer. He is a user who participates in corporate digital training. He will select businesses and arrange first meetings. He doesn't need any exam. He simply needs license A, and it is desirable for him to take a training course for the digital seller. But I will repeat it, no exam is required. But in case of a digital seller, they are the people who would like to get this qualification. After taking the training course, they sit an exam and they will help the people to enter into the smart contracts. As digital sellers, will get the relevant commission from their work, and a promoter who will find and invite partners, he will earn his commission as well. Flip the next slide, please. Well, and here I'd like to show you one important thing. We said that there will be a discount for license A, $200, and for a digital seller, we provide for the relevant promotion. And this course can be, training course, can be found in crypto unit back office. And you may think and see that the training of a digital seller is 250, but when I click the button buy, I am taken to a different window, and here you see there is the promo code which is valid for the shortened period of time, and here in capitalized letters you must type in promo 90. And then you get 90% discount, which means that the current price of 250 with a wave of the magic stick becomes 25 units. And next you click the button, apply the discount, and the magic starts. Next window, please. Next slide. And you see this is the first page where you see that the current price of the course is 250. You type in promo code promo 90 in capital letters, you click the button apply, and you see that 250 turns into 25. Then you click the button buy, and you buy our training course, and you get it available in your back office on our NDE website. And here we have something new. New for those who never visited our webinars. What is ELIM and how is it related with our project? First of all, this is an association of free employers. That is an employers association that includes small and medium-sized businesses and large-sized companies, and the associates have a team of technicians and consultants at their disposal that make up the branches of the association. Why is it a participant of our project? Firstly, it gives us a possibility to recognize these new professionals, digital sellers, digital managers in other countries. You know that in the world there are a lot of professions, but for the profession to be formal, it must be formally recognized. And what we developed under NDE project could be implemented and introduced in all the countries thanks to the efforts of ELIM. And here in this slide, I'd like to explain in detail our cooperation between ELIM and NDE. First of all, we'd like to start different sales points together with ELIM, and we as NDE will deal with remote digital training and will offer you digital service tools, whereas ELIM will facilitate recognition of the digital consultant profession. It will develop microcredit credits, and you remember the condition, at least 15,000 people in each country where we'd like to start microloans, and ALI from its end will help us establish a pension fund. I think this is a great step forward, and this is the good piece of news for all our partners, because when we have our own pension fund and retirement fund, excluding those tokens we have, it will guarantee us a better future for ourselves and our children. Next slide. And now let's have a look at the promotion 90, promo 90. Look, in the world of business, no one donates, but since we suffer from some uncertainties and the time is rather challenging, we thought that it would be nice to offer to companies a simplified entrance, and they would buy these educational trainings with 90% discount, and then this discount will reduce to 80, then 70, up to 20%. And you see, no timing is provided. We simply divided them for the companies, because the companies may use, by saving on the training, they may invest into tokens. And when you invest a small amount into your education, into your training, you invest into your future. And there we will talk about tokens and different regulatory acts and other aspects related to digital world. You will become an expert. You will understand how different platforms perform, and you will be good at diversification. And an important piece of information is at the bottom of this slide. When you talk to the owners of businesses, please tell them that the payment for this training course will be tax deductible, which means that it will be recognized as an expense, and therefore they may reduce their tax base. Next slide, please. Well, and here you see 3 compulsory steps, because to take advantage of promo 90, there are 3 important steps. First of all, to buy the educational package I am interested in and my registration code, and you get a discount. I told you a bit earlier, and all this can be found in the API back office. But for beginners, for newcomers, I'd like to tell you that everything related to NDEs quite soon will be in crypto unit back office. Well, I buy the training package I'm interested, then move on to step number 2, and the course is to be bought within 60 days of your purchase of the NDE training. And then step number 3, I can within 60 days book my tokens. Today, we know that the current price of World CIU token is $1 US, so the sales are suspended, and they will be relaunched in February, but we may book the current price of World CIU token of $1, because believe me, when it is started again in February 2022, the price will be totally different. And here I'd like to show you all those steps to take. Well, I go to the courses for individuals, type in our promo code promo90 to be exact, and you see now it is in this red box in your screen, and you will be taken to NDE web page, and there I will see a different range of different training courses. For instance, if I'd like to be included to the registry of businesses, I need, first of all, to buy a course, and the secondly, to get my code. The code that will be assigned to me and will allow me to be registered in the registry of entrepreneurs. And I'd like to remind you right away that now you see new graphics as the NDE website has been updated, so that the interface is user-friendly, and therefore don't get surprised if on our website you will see different graphics. Next slide, please. Well, and what can you see here? Here, I'd like to show you our discounts, because as I told you before, the discounts will be reduced over the time. Now we are at stage 1, 90% discount that will be offered to the first 25,000 companies. Then gradually it will reduce to 30%, and next to it you will see the number of companies who may expect this discount, and therefore the discount will reduce over the time. And here you've seen the same picture a few slides before. When I select any of these squares, ID in green, I click the image in the right-hand corner, and a drop-down menu is seen where I can select the course I am interested. And when you add it to your basket, the price will change. You simply add it to the basket and buy it, and that's enough. Now let's have a look together what is the price of this course today under our promotion. So this is step number 2, the training course Prof Investors. This is the course which will allow you to study trading, investing, and different platforms used. And look, quite recently, we prepared a special offer for our partners. You will find the video courses at good price, and my recommendation for you is to buy them as soon as possible, as you will be able to save. Look, Prof Investor training course, which before cost $450, whereas for our partners it is only 250 units. But if you buy the video recording of the course, then you will pay only 150. Therefore, you see there is a discount on top of the discount, and you get a great price. I am like Santa Claus today that makes presents. Well, next slide, please. And now let's have a look at the price of the license. So this is World CRU token reservation for each class of the company, and it all depends on the type of the license you book. So the next step after buying the training, you must also book your tokens. And here you see the minimum number of tokens to be booked in your account, and minimum amount 750 units and 6,500 for holding. So this is the minimum amount to be booked.
Okay.
But you may book as many as you wish. And next slide, please. And let's have a look at the current prices and those prices we had before. Until September, license B price was 2,500 and license E price was 25,000. And what happens during promo 90? License B costs 220 euro or 250 US dollars, and 2,500 turns into 250, and 25,000, this is license E, turns into 2,500 US dollars. I believe this is a great discount that will help you buy the training course, but at the same time buy a lot of tokens. And in any case, you are winning. Next slide, please. And here you see our registration code. As you remember, before that the price was 2,500 for everyone, but with promo 90 there is a discount, 500 euro for individual companies, 750 for partnerships, 1,000 euro for joint stock companies, and 1,500 for holdings and corporations. And you see the amount of compensation to be provided to the digital seller as soon as the deal is closed. 150 euro in case of individual entrepreneur, and the limited liability company, it will be 200 euro, and etc. I think that these amounts will stimulate the people to work and to close the deals, and I think this is a great compensation for your work. I will earn 350 if I conclude a contract with the holding. Therefore, my recommendation is to focus on individual entrepreneurs and limited liabilities companies. Why? Because they are interested in offering their services to many people. Next slide, please.
Siamo verso la fine, vi voglio fare qualche esempio.
And we are almost done. Here, I'd like to give you some examples. And the example of real estate rental with the use of a digital guarantee. If I am a private individual or a business, and after registering in our registry and having my digital rating, I have all the conditions met to conclude a smart contract. My tokens will be staked to earn more, and I will use some of these tokens as a digital guarantee, and these tokens will generate UNTBs, and I can sell them to pay for my rental.
numero di token che mi viene
the
attribuito,
rental of my house or some industrial premises, I may use part of my tokens as a collateral without selling the tokens that are staked. And now let's have a look at another example, which I'd like to show you in the next slide. Well, I'd like to discuss the car purchase with you. If today I want to buy a car without a digital guarantee, and to say I have my tokens, I want to buy a car but have no money, what will I do? I will sell my tokens, cash out, and buy a car of my dream. But what would happen 10 years after? In any case, in 10 years, my car will be outdated. I will need to change my car, and I will have to maintain it and to change the tires, and there will be a lot of expenditures to spend. And believe me, in 10 years, you will never be able to sell your car at the price you bought it originally. And you will have to donate your car, literally. And again, you are in the same situation. You'd like to buy a new car, but you have no money. And let's consider an alternative option. I may rent my car. I am an owner of tokens, like in the first case, but instead of selling, I buy license A by paying several hundreds US. I take a training course, stake my tokens, conclude a smart contract with the company which provide cars for rent. And what happens 10 years after? First of all, my capital increases, 100% sure, no doubt. And I paid for my rental fee by using the money generated through staking. In addition to that, I changed my car every year. Almost always I drove a new car and my capital increased. Now I can buy a new car I want if needed. And I think that these two examples clearly show all those opportunities our staking offers. Another example, next slide. If we want to buy a house, everyone dreams of having his or her own house or a flat. And how does it happen generally? A young person works and dreams to have his own house. To get a loan, his employment record should be at least 5-6 years. He should be employed, and then he file an application to get a loan or a mortgage, and the bank requests to provide a lot of documents. And as you know, the bank provides a mortgage, and this house is in bank's ownership. And while you don't pay off your mortgage, in addition to that, you must find people that will act as your guarantor of your solvency to pay off your mortgage. And if I can pay off this mortgage, eventually this house will be in my ownership. But in case I fail to do it, I will lose my house, and the bank will take it away. And the problem is that I lose my credit rating and my credit history will be damaged. But let's study another option. Next slide.
Mutuo con garanzia digitale. Sempre lo stesso giovane.
A loan
la casa. È un possessore di
backed by digital guarantees. The same young person wishing to buy a house, and he has tokens. He buys license A, and the amount he would invest as the first part of the loan, he will stake them and will create his digital rating from 1 to 3 years. So the tokens are staked, and you don't even imagine how the price will change over the next 2-3 years. And the small amount invested into tokens, you will get digital stock shares. You may sell anytime. You stake them, you guarantee the bank your solvency, and I think that the bank in this case is even more safer, as it doesn't need to give you a mortgage anymore. He simply gets your tokens. If you fail to pay off your loan, the bank will get your tokens, and you remember that tokens generate additional income, and UNTB, you may sell them and pay off your loan every month. And I think this is a great opportunity. And in this case, I believe that the bank will be more than happy when he gets such a client. Next slide. And here, this is the end of our presentation. I like this slide most of all. It's my favorite. And I'd like to ask you, do you like the project? Do you like the service or the product? Do you understand it? Make the right decision. Start acting right away, because this product is efficient, is effective. You may use it right away. And we know a lot of people. Therefore, please talk to them and tell them about this opportunity. Talk to those people who don't have regular employment, as when they start using digital guarantees, they may change their lives. And you know, if we are all together engaged in the process, we may pay for different goods, services, our utility bills. We may travel freely. We may be able to pay for the services of our dentists. And this project is incredible. And therefore, let's involve in this project actively. I don't think that I will see you this year, and therefore I wish you great weekend, and Merry Christmas and New Year, and we'll see you in New Year 2022. Bye-bye.
Recording stopped. Recording stopped.